I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hi, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, this time for grade B. If anyone was interested in sending any type of request, review, topic, reaction list, random, pretty much whatever, you just send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both things are down below in the info box. Now, this is for a film called The Best Man from 1999. And what this is... The film was okay. It's one of those movies where I don't know if they need to be over 2 hours long. They Spike Lee had a hand producing this. It seems like anything he directs or anything he produces, Spike Lee, his motto it has to be over 2 hours. Because he produced another film, Love and Basketball, which was also over 2 hours. Most of his films are 2 hours or more that he directed. I don't know. But with that said, this is kind of in the vein of The Big Chill, maybe Steel Magnolias, like those kind of films where it's a group of people during a situation, in this case an upcoming wedding, and the interplay of all the characters. It is mostly an African American cast, and I will say it doesn't make them stereotypes. There's nothing with gangs or drug abuse or someone dying or any of the sort. It's people as actual characters. And what made the film work, and I didn't mind the film, like I said, it's not a film I would watch again. It's not really the type of film I'm drawn towards. And I know someone's going to be like, because it's black? No, because I'm more of an action, horror, comedy guy. But that doesn't mean I dislike dramas. And this is a decent drama. Taye Diggs, Morris Chestnut, Terrence Howard, Harold Perrineau. He was a guy who was in The Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolutions as one of the people with the good guys. He was one of the crew members of, was it Nebuchadnezzar? Can never get that name right. He took over from his brother was in the first film and died. And you also have Regina Hall. You have Sana Lathan from Alien vs. Predator. And like I said, the cast do a pretty decent job. And the story, for a film that's over 2 hours, is a pretty simple, straightforward story. And that's what I mean. I do think with some tweaks of editing, this could easily be a 90-minute movie, and you really wouldn't miss much. I think it'd go at a better flow, at a better pace. But really, that's one of my only issues with the film, because the others... Morris Chestnut, he's been in a few movies. He was in Half Past Dead with Steven Seagal, as well as Under Siege 2 with Steven Seagal. He's been in a few other stuff. He's the guy who's getting married. People that are coming to the wedding. Taye Diggs, he's with Son-in-Law, and he's one of these guys that is afraid of commitment, so she's wondering, hey, maybe we'll get married one day. He's kind of hesitant on the idea, which made sense that she gets offended by that. He also wrote this book, which the names are changed, but it's pretty much about him and his friends and him growing up, so a lot of dirt in there. And it's a book that's getting ready for Oprah's book club. Remember we had Oprah's book club? I don't even know, do they still have Oprah's book club? I never really gave a shit about Oprah Winfrey, but anyway, his book is ready for more success. And he's been invited to the wedding to be the best man, hence the title. Other people in the film, Nia Long is this lady who's successful, and she had a bit of a crush on Taye Diggs and vice versa. And throughout the film, she's wondering, hey, I don't know if you guys are committed in your relationship. I would love to have sex with you sometime. Which, when Nia Long offers you sex, it's hard to resist. Harold Perrineau, he's with a girl that's very controlling, very bitchy. Terrence Howard, he's a bit more of a free spirit. And I would say of the characters, he was the one that was most interesting to me. I actually would like to have followed him a bit more, seen a bit more of him and his life and his story. You know, just the way he reacts and the way conversations between him and others. For example, Morris Chestnut's talking with Terrence Howard, and Terrence is talking about, well, you know, all the women you were with, you know, what if your fiance got a bit on the side one time? It'd be karma, baby. And then Morris Chestnut gets pissed at him, but Terrence Howard has a point. If you've been messing around with your woman all this time before you really committed, it would be karma and fair if she did at least one time. And you kind of find out that her and Taye Diggs at one point did something before her and Morris Chestnut was more serious. And the dialogue at times is alright. Oh, you two control freaks try to lose control and get freaky? Oh yeah, that's really corny, especially coming from you. Morris Chestnut's character is also religious. Which is a bit weird, because he's religious, but at the same time, he'll do stuff that doesn't seem religious-like. Like, literally, he goes to Taye Diggs, and he goes, I know you got your girl, Son-in-Law, his character, but Nia Long, she's fine. So go ahead and be a dog. Dog. I'm going... You're very honed in on this whole religious thing. Wearing a cross. The third act, a little bit of praying action. But you're telling your buddy, oh, go cheat on your girlfriend to be with Nia Long. So, Morris Chestnut's character, a lot of critics said he was the most interesting character. To me, he was the most confusing character, in my opinion. And I would say my least favorite. Because he was an entire fucking hypocrite. Incredibly hypocritical. I did not like him. You know, there was a flashback where, Lord, please forgive me for my wayward dick. Because he was caught cheating again. But then later on, when he finds out that Taye Diggs and her at one point long ago, Morris Chestnut gets pissed at him, beating the fuck out of him, ready to throw him off a fucking roof of a building, and Terrence Howard had to save him. And Terrence Howard's like, yes, we know he's a bitch ass. I'm like, dude, really? Yeah, they did something one time. That wasn't right. But if Morris Chestnut has done stuff like 5 times, it's very hypocritical. And then the fact that Taye Diggs had to go up, and he's the one who had to apologize, and he's the one who's like, hey, let's pray, because Taye Diggs' character's not a religious type. Please, let's pray. Because Morris Chestnut is ready to cancel the wedding because of this thing he heard that happened a long time ago. And he's the type of character that believes, well, the woman, you know, she shouldn't work, and when she gets married, she's just going to be a good woman. Like, this is just a very Old Testament piece of shit character. And the movie kind of made it seem as if we're supposed to root for this character. Fine. Let this character should get his ass dumped by the bride-to-be. Should be the reverse. Just Morris Chestnut's character was a piece of shit, and that's my second flaw with the movie. The movie went out of its way to think we're supposed to care about this character. Again, he's a hypocritical fucking asshole. I'm gonna cheat on these women, but oh, please forgive me for my wayward dick. I'm gonna be better. Then he's better. Oh, I found out my best man diddled her one time, long, long, long ago. Okay, I understand being pissed off. I understand being upset. But then you don't cancel the wedding, and then you're like, nope, blah, 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 blah. But you, during this film, told Taye Diggs, go cheat on your lady to be with Nia Long for one night. Nia Long. Nia. Yeah, Nia. You're advocating cheating. But it's just like, this guy's the biggest hypocrite. And nowhere in the film, in the third act, does it showcase how much of a hypocrite he is. If it did, it should have been Taye Diggs was sad, Morris Chestnut, like Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard should have talked to Morris Chestnut and goes, yeah, you know, what he did was wrong, but you're a hypocrite. That's what it should have been. Terrence Howard talked with Morris Chestnut going, you're a big hypocrite for the reasons I said, and then he goes up and, sorry I beat the shit out of you, and that's okay, I deserved it. Hey, we're cool. That, to me, would have made more sense, and the story would have made Morris Chestnut's character a little bit more likable. By the end, I didn't give a shit if he was getting married or not. To me, he didn't deserve... Fine. Go leave and... Adios, muchacho. So. And I didn't even think about this until I started this webcam up. Terrence Howard's character, he talks about how he never wants to get married. There's nothing natural about monogamy. God gave us all this sperm. Nothing better than pussy, except maybe some new pussy. That's the type of character Terrence Howard is. And Taye Diggs, he chooses the right thing, where there's Nia Long, and he goes up his to do this, and then she get pissed at him. I just maybe because Taye Diggs in a way led her on, to be fair. But can you really blame the guy? Be like, you know what, maybe I don't want to cheat. Yeah, I just got the shit kicked out of me, but maybe I don't want to cheat on my girlfriend. And then even, God, I realize that I'm having more problems with this film than I thought of. See, a lot of times when I do reviews, there's something in the back of my head that's like, why didn't I love this? And then I literally have to talk it out loud in order to get some of that figured out. So it's moments like that where... I don't think it's as great as some of the user reviews made it out to be. Like, I don't think this is a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 movie. But I will say, at the very least, the acting was solid. It wasn't stereotypical. The characters were... characters that were... I keep going back to the word non-stereotypical. And then this is the type of film in another person's hands. It will lead into a dang shooting at the end. Or someone dying at the end. Or someone got cancer at the end. Or something of that. So I wouldn't say it's as cliche as maybe other films of this nature. And, you know, they get married, and Taye gives a nice toast to them, and now I guess automatically Taye Diggs and Morchester are friends. I should say automatically, but now they're friends again. And then everyone's doing the electric slide, and then the movie's over. I guess if you want an African American version of the Big Chill, Steel Magnolias, those kind of movies with good acting, if you watch the trailer, some say this is part comedy. I didn't really find much funny about it. But like I said, Terrence Howard's character was interesting. I didn't mind Taye Diggs. Harold Perrineau, the fact he was this guy who gets beaten up verbally, seems like by his girlfriend. And then when he finds this other girl at this bachelor party, decides to go with her and tells the bitchy girl off. That was satisfying, and I liked him. I liked him in The Matrix Reloaded and Revolutions. It was nice to see him in another role. He's done other movies, but that's all cool. Nice to see him pop up there. Nia Long, I think she was in Friday? I think Nia Long was in Friday. I could be wrong. But now I'm doubting myself. Was Nia Long in Friday? If so, it was nice to see her again, because I liked her in that movie. I was sad she didn't come back for the Friday sequels. Sorry, I just wanted to check real quick. Because I hate saying something and then it's fucking wrong. It just pisses me off. Yep. As Debbie. Debbie and Friday. Okay. So I don't know what else to say. It's one of those films that I have issues with some of the writing and some of the way characters written, and I have issues with the running time. But like I said, the acting helps make it at least a time waster. And that's what it was for me. It was a time waster, but it's a film I would never see again. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.